Hi guys, how are you all doing? So guys, there's something I just want to talk about. These thoughts have been on my mind for a long time, and now I'm ready to voice out. So what inspired this very video is a particular program I usually watch on YouTube. The program started of recent, yeah. The Hunt Game Show, that's the name of the show. Is hosted by Nurse Mirage. That's her dad, Jesus. That's her comedy name. She's a comedian. She's a Nigerian comedian, but right now she hardly does comedy. She now hosts this Hunt Game Show. This show is just about young guys and girls finding love, coming for a blind date and all. I don't know if any of you watch the program. Sometimes when I watch this program, to be frank with you all, I feel a kind of way. I feel pissed sometimes because of the attitude these young guys and girls portray in this show. Phones, you see a young girl of 22 years or 23 years using iPhone 14 Pro Max. Some even go as far as telling you they got their hair at 400 and something thousand. And I'm like, what are you doing at 23? How did you get such money? How did you get the money to buy such expensive things? The thing is, I don't know if that show is real. Whatever they are portraying there is real, or is just for the show. I don't know if all those things are acting. It might be acting, because some of the things that I see there, my mouth cannot even say them. The way they insult themselves on this show, I'm like, is this even real? How will you just see someone for the first time? You don't know the person. You will just start insulting the person, start shaming the person, abusing the person's look, just like that. Does that even make sense? If someone is not your spec, you walk away. You be like, you're not my spec, and that's it. It's okay for you to have a spec. It's okay for you to have a type of look or a type of person in your head that you want to be with. It's okay. Then when you see someone that is not your spec, you just tell the person, you are not my kind of person, you're not my spec, and that's it. Respectfully, and not abusing the person. So because someone is not your spec, that gave you the right to insult and abuse the person. To be honest with you guys, I find the show very entertaining. That's why I always watch it. It's very entertaining. They use the show cure boredom sometimes, but the level of insult and the level of things I see there, it just dawned on me that you see this generation, they have normalized everything that is bad. They have normalized every immorality, every evil. And when you try telling them, they abuse you and then make you that is trying to correct them to feel terrible, to feel bad. So you just have to stand your ground. You just have to be bold enough, and you just have to know yourself for you to be able to stand them and correct them and stand your ground, because the backlash that will come with it no be small thing. They will abuse you. They will insult a living hell out of you. Once you try to correct them, or once you try to condemn whatever thing they are doing, they will always come for you. See, this small world where they manage, we not say things hard, we not say things are terribly bad now. We are just managing it. But you see this young generation, you see this, what thing that they call them, Gen Z or Gen whatever, where they call them. Now them go finally scatter this world. Why I manage it? Why I manage it? I manage it no. Onwo get scatter. Akwi generation no kubu. Onwo gi bakase. In fact, mma bakasala ya bakasa. Mma bakasala. Now them go finally make God verse, blow the trumpet, say okay, make everybody go rest. I'm telling you guys the truth. So that program really opened my eyes to a lot of things that are really going wrong in Nigeria society. I don't know for other countries, but for that my country, Nigeria, because I don't see the reason why a 22, 23-year-old girl or guy will be using such expensive phone, using such expensive bag, shoes, hair. Even if your father na Dangote, even if your father na Adeleke, how do they get this money? When they see this money, I don't understand. You see them bragging. These most of them that are busy bragging can't even speak English properly. And I'm sure that when you ask them some basic questions about even that Nigeria they are in, they will not be able to answer it. It's so sad. And another one that got me mad was a certain girl calling a guy ugly. Was just rubbing it on the guy's face. You are ugly. I can never be with you. This, that. You look like an ape. Hey! I was like, how dare you? A young girl like you calling someone ugly. You are not even married yet. And you don't have kids yet. You don't even know the kind of man you marry. Okay, let me not say kind of man you marry, because yes, you have the right to make your choice of who to marry, right? You can choose not to marry someone that is ugly, right? Okay. But you cannot choose who to give birth to. You've not had kids yet. You don't even know the kind of child you have. You don't even know what your child will look like. So why will you be calling someone ugly? Even for mothers that have also given birth, that have maybe beautiful children, you feel like your kids are so beautiful, you still don't have any right to call any child or any human being at all ugly, because you might feel that your children are beautiful. What about your children's children? Do you know how they will look? What about your great-grandchildren? This is why it is not good for you to body shame anybody. You cannot create human beings. As long as you cannot create human beings, and when it comes to giving birth, nobody has it in his hands. Nobody ever wished or planned to have a child that is ugly. So it's not in our hands to determine the kind of child or children that we will have. So you don't have any right to rub it on anybody's face that you're ugly. Yes, if someone might look ugly, you can just say that in your mind and walk away, but don't go rubbing it on the person's face, because you cannot create human being. The person knows already that he or she is ugly, or he or she has big head, or he or she has tiny legs, or has K-leg or bow leg. The person knows. But what do you want the person to do? He's not the one, or she's not the one that created himself or herself. She just came, or he just came and saw himself or herself that way. So what right do you have to now insult the person? Can you create a human being? You can't. So don't go rubbing it on people's face, especially when you see people that are not normal. Let me not use the word normal. When you see people that are at disadvantage on anything, when it comes to looks, stop it. I feel the society have placed some standard of beauty for young girls now, and this is why these young girls go as far as doing all manner of things just to look beautiful for the society, just to look beautiful to that standard the society have already created for them to believe that they are beautiful. So it's only when you have big boobs, you have big bum bum and tiny waist that you are beautiful. And this is why young girls go as far as doing all manner of things just to go for surgery and look that way for the society, so that society will accept them and call them beautiful. And in that game, a certain girl was also telling a guy, your mother did not press your head well. Your head is so big. See how flat your head is. See how flat your nose is. They didn't press your nose well. And I'm like, if it's about pressing head and pressing nose that makes people, beautiful, I think Most kids will not even be ugly or will not have flat head and flat nose. I urge every parent out there, teach your child to accept him or herself the way they are, and also teach them never to insult, body shame, or call anybody ugly. It is wrong, totally wrong. This is one thing I detest so much. As long as you cannot create human being and you cannot even make the choice for yourself, the kind of a child or the kind of children you want to bring forth, don't call anybody ugly. But you never can tell. You never can tell. You might feel you are beautiful. You don't know how your children will look. Okay, your children might be beautiful. You don't know how your grandchildren will look. So therefore, don't call anybody ugly. Please, parents, try to teach your children. Teach them never to call anyone ugly or body shame anyone. It's totally wrong. It's morally wrong. Humanly wrong, if there's any word like that. So this is just the message I want to pass across to you all. Please teach your children to accept themselves the way they are, and also for them not to call anyone ugly, to see everyone as God's image and see everyone as they see themselves. If you see yourself as beautiful, then if you see another person, you should also see that beauty in that person. Now, I'm not talking about character. You can insult people with their bad character, or whatever they are not doing right, but please, when it comes to how they look, don't, because they are not even happy they are looking that way. So don't add to their pain. If someone is ugly or if someone has big head, the person knows, and the person have been battling with that thing. So don't come and rub it on the person's face, making the person to feel bad the more. It's not good. It's so unfair. Please, mothers, parents, teach your children never to body shame, never to call anybody ugly. Don't rub it on their faces. It's wrong. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to share, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Bye guys, and see you all in my next video. Ciao.